Two people in the car. Welcome, Alan.
Let's see. So hi, Holger. So can you see me?
Absolutely. You're on. You're live. How was Boxworld, Alan?
Hey, well, Boxworks was very good. I know we're going to do a short, abridged version here, considering we're in the cab on the way to the airport. I think for my perspective, there's three things that were important in the collaboration sort of world of Box, and that's announcements around the core, web and mobile clients. So the actual file sharing component, new user experiences, new features around Box Capture, new file viewers, all those types of things. Improvements to Box Notes. So the core note-taking application, there's a dedicated client for it now, so you don't have to do it all via the web. You can do things offline, a new user experience, and then the new Box Relay product that was announced that's co-developed by IBM to do lightweight workflow applications. So files, notes, and workflow, those are the three big things for my world.
Perfect. Thanks. Hey, for me, it was always interesting coming out of the dungeon, going to the sexy world of future work, which you cover. Nobody said payroll. I was kind of shocked, but luckily somebody today said compliance. So I think good progress from Boxworks overall in general, right? Biggest Boxworks ever, 7,000 registered people, more partners than ever. I was asking, do you remember Aaron Levy, right? 3-4 years ago, we were worried about if Box would make it, right? I mean, this question is now pretty much over. They do 100 million a quarter, so they're going to be around. They have great platform traction, which is my primary interest, with over 80,000 developers. 2,000 apps have been built, and 50%, that's a pretty remarkable number for the platform being exposed relatively shortly. Only 50% of the load on the Box platform is coming from API calls from the Box platform by itself. I was thrilled by the new UI. I missed if you mentioned that before. You mentioned Relay, and I was impressed by the partners, right? Yesterday they had Google on stage. Something's going to be announced there. They had IBM on stage, exactly. Who was the third big one yesterday?
Trifecta of Google, Microsoft, and IBM.
Microsoft, exactly. Hey, hell burns over. What freezes over if Microsoft shows up at the Boxworks? And today they had Werner Vogel. It's always a great fireside chat with Werner from Amazon there, who's all their great sponsors.
We're ready for B&B today, so you say this is the biggest Boxwork. Yeah, like look at the pedigree of the people they're having present on stage with them. So that's no small conference gets to have executives of Microsoft, Google, IBM, Uber, Airbnb, General Electric, on and on and on. So kudos to the team that organized Boxworks.
And great customer stories today too, right? So, I mean, good focus on the developer experience. I think Jitu Patel said the important thing. You have to make it feasible, tangible for developers to get applications being built. The Box UI kit is a major step to make it easier to get a seamless UI control element, because it's hard to build these content collaboration pieces without the help of that. What from my HR side, I said we mentioned compliance, like compliance APIs, which are better right now, which make it so much easier to be compliant with certain capabilities which are attached to a certain document, and then a developer console who doesn't like that, right? For building your content-enabled next-generation application. So overall, what's your point of view?
Well, I think they've made huge strides in the overall theme of Box as a company of trying to, they've spent 2 or 3 years evolving from being a enterprise file sharing sync cloud vendor to they've been trying to tell this story that we're a content-centric application development platform, build applications that revolve around content. And 2 years ago, that was, a little hard to understand. Last year, everybody got the story, but wasn't sure if that's where the company was at. And then this year, that's, pretty clearly what the, entire company mission is around. It's not about just being another, file cloud vendor or file vendor in the cloud. It's about how do you use all of that content that you've stored? How do you build applications? How do you build processes around that? And they've done a very good story there.
Agree, very good story from that perspective. What I liked a lot is like the enablement, the content collaboration enablement. When you build your next generation applications, it's gotten so much easier. Before it was a nightmare, hard to do. You need document servers, you need interfaces to document management systems. They had to be sized. Now it all runs in the cloud and is readily available. So that's a major step forward to make it easier. And we're at SFO, we have to run. Thanks everybody, thanks for watching. Thank you, Alan. See you soon, bye-bye.